drive for just $4.99 a month with the assurance that Toyota is a Kelley Blue Book best resale value.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's the summer of $9.99 at Bob's.
And this Memorial Day weekend, we're celebrating in all of my 176 stores.
You will not believe what $9.99 gets you at Bob's.
So come party like it's $9.99 this Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, my Bob!
The Jetta received a 5-star overall safety rating, so if you stars get in, we could also say it has a 5-star interior.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I thought it was a good idea.
Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get 2.9% APR financing or a $1,000 customer bonus on a new 2024 Jetta.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Yes.
It is a beautiful day outside of Yankee Stadium, and the Yankees have won 6 games in a row, and they're going to give the ball to their left-hander, Carlos Rodon, looking to continue that dominance from the rotation. The last 6 games, a 6-0 record. And it is time for baseball. It is Hyundai Sunday Game of the Week as the Chicago White Sox will play the New York Yankees from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hello, everybody. John Flaherty, joined by Paul O'Neill. While the Yankees are on a heater right now, winning 6 games in a row. Juan Soto came into yesterday's ball game in a little bit of a slump, but that ended yesterday afternoon.
Juan Soto, we talk about him a lot, and why not? I mean, he is the star. He actually has turned this franchise around, and yesterday he started off in the first inning by going deep to right center field, but he was not finished. He just kept having good at bat after good at bat, and in the 5th, well, this is going to take a while. That goes deep into the seats, and another one, 4 hits on the day, 3 RBIs. Juan Soto is a special player.
Well, Juan Soto's numbers are special too, Paul. The batting average, the OPS, the RBIs, the hits first in the league, and the total bases at 101. Well, that was the Yankees offensively yesterday, but the buzz in the clubhouse was about Luis Gil and his 14 strikeouts. That sets a New York Yankees rookie record for strikeouts in a game. When we come back, Eric Marakovitz will have more.
Let's explore your future with Udemy. You can learn how to program and build websites, study design and create logos, improve your presentation skills, and sell your ideas. With Udemy, you can learn practical skills from thousands of online courses taught by real-world experts. Explore your future. Udemy.
With ButcherBox, you never have to worry about what's for dinner. We deliver grass-fed beef, organic free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, wild-caught seafood, and so much more. Get high-quality meat sourced from trusted partners with free shipping always, so you can always be prepared and enjoy the important things. Sign up for ButcherBox today. With ButcherBox, you never have to worry about what's for dinner. We deliver grass-fed beef, organic free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, wild-caught seafood, and so much more. Get high-quality meat sourced from trusted partners with free shipping always, so you can always be prepared and enjoy the important things. Sign up for ButcherBox today.
More confident, and I think that helps them with everything else.
Come join us at First Tee.
Welcome back to Yankees baseball on Yes on a sunny day in the Bronx. Series finale between the Yankees and the White Sox coming your way in just a few minutes. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Marakovitz. Luis Gil has been a pleasant surprise for the Yankees to start the season. They always knew he had plus stuff, but the way he's been able to put it together on the mound has truly been something to watch. Yesterday, he struck out 14 White Sox batters. That's a new franchise record for a Yankees rookie. And after the game, his manager and teammates alike were singing his praises.
He was really good. I mean, you know, as good as his fastball's been all season, you know, today felt like maybe his best one. Like, I mean, just pouring it in there with the presence of the secondary stuff too. So just really impressive.
There's a lot of options with 2 strikes. So, I mean, not only can he throw the fastball, but he can throw the changeup, he can throw the slider. And, I mean, it's pretty cool to see him grow right now.
Yeah, so fastball was good today. We've been working between starts a lot on the fastball, and you know, today we were able to use it.
It was fun. It was fun. I mean, he's just standing up there. He's doing a great job. I mean, striking out a lot of guys. It was really nice to see a guy like that, and just seeing that electric fastball, like 98, 99, is just incredible, you know?
Yeah, I think he's doing a good job. I think he's, you know, he loves to be out there, man. He enjoys every second of it, and I think he's doing a great job attacking the hitters and with all the pitches. So.
And Gil is pitching to a sub-1 ERA over his last 4 starts. This afternoon, it is going to be Carlos Rodon's turn. He'll get the ball next. Yankees, White Sox after the break.
Batting second, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
On the track, up the wall, see ya. He continues to rake.
We're at the 4th game, and I'm running out of adjectives for this guy. I mean, he just does everything right.
Soto on the track, leaps and makes the play. Drilled deep to right field. There it goes. See ya. The amazing Soto. And the Yankees lead 5-1.
If you're finally ready to take a trip without the kids, why stay at a hotel with more kids? Get an Airbnb and have the place to yourselves.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. And by Buick. Visit your local tri-state Buick dealers. And by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play. With good lefties right there, Mark Burley and Andy Pettit. You know who wouldn't have had a problem with the pitch clock? Mark Burley. That guy,
quick as it came.
Worked quick through strikes. Beautiful day at the stadium. And we'll take a look at the starting lineup for the Chicago White Sox, brought to you by TikTok. Tommy Pham back out in center field. Andrew Vaughn will play first base. Eloy Jimenez in right field. Paul DeYoung at shortstop. Corey Julks will play left field. Corey Lee is DHing. Zach Remillard second base. Danny Mendick hitting 8th, and Martin Maldonado catching and hitting 9th. And they will face the lefty Carlos Rodon. It's 10th start of the year, 4-2 record, and a 3.31 ERA. We'll check out the Nissan Pitcher Scouting Report on Rodon.
Well, it's the first time that he is facing his ex-team, Chicago White Sox, where he spent the first 7 years of his career. Last 5, he's been really good. 3-1 with a 3.07. And Sunday in the Bronx, we'll see if this holds true. He's been really, really good, Flash, in the Bronx this year. 2-0 with a 1.86 ERA in his 3 starts.
And off to a good start. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. The Yankees come in with a 32-15 record. First in the American League East, the Chicago White Sox 14-32. Yankees have already taken the first 2 of this series, looking for a sweep this afternoon. And they have won 6 in a row, trying to extend that streak to 7.
But they have the same formula: great pitching and timely hitting and home runs.
Some home runs, yeah. Usually gets it done.
Sure, chances are we're going to be 7.
Fly ball to right field. Easy play for Juan Soto. 1 down. We can check out the Yankees defensively, presented by Defender. You just saw Soto in right, Aaron Judge in center, Verdugo in left. John Birdie, another start at third. Volpe at short, Gleyber Torres at second, Anthony Rizzo at first. Jose Trevino back behind the plate again, working with the veteran left-hander Carlos Rodon. One down to bring up Andrew Vaughn. Vaughn 0 for 4 yesterday, had 3 strikeouts. And that clubhouse was buzzing last night, this morning, about Luis Gil and his dominant performance, 14 Ks. The Yankee rotation has been on point, leading to this winning streak.
I think the Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles, it just doesn't sound like much, but they have not had a game where the starter didn't go at least 4 innings. I mean, every once in a while, you just have a bad day. You get bombed out in the first inning. But the Orioles and the Yankees, only 2 teams in baseball, started pitching, gets them at least to the 5th inning.
Paul, you mentioned Rodon pitching against the team that originally drafted him. 3rd overall pick in 2014 out of North Carolina State. He was an all-star for the White Sox in 2021 and also threw a no-hitter against Cleveland in 2021. That ball hit well to center field. Judge gliding back right on the front of the warning track. 2 down. We'll take a look at the keys to the game, which are brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, basically, just don't change a thing. The Yankees are playing great baseball, great pitching, and the offense really has been so much fun to watch lately. Back on track, talking about Juan Soto. You talked about he was 4 for 31, but, you know, he was swinging the bat okay. All of a sudden, yesterday, 4 for 4, 2 home runs. I don't think we worry much about Juan Soto at the plate. And can you top this? Starting pitching has been absolutely ridiculous. 6 starts, 0.46 ERA. And you mentioned it, Flash. You're following Gil today after throwing 14 strikeouts yesterday.
Rodon quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Rodon's last outing gave up 1 run. It was a leadoff home run to Ryan Jeffers for the Twins, and then he settled down. 6 innings in that outing. And looking for a 1-2-3 first inning and a good start to this one. He's going to get it. He's also going to pick up his first strikeout. So Carlos Rodon took his good stuff out of the bullpen. He's off to a good start.
T-Mobile savings, take 1. Focus. Here's the line. At T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits and you can still save versus the other guys. Okay, I'll just do it. Check out the T-Mobile savings calculator and see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
We're the Hastings varsity baseball team, and here's the Yankees starting lineup. Batting first, playing shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Batting second, playing right field, Juan Soto. Batting third in center field, Aaron Judge.
All right! Batting fourth, left field, Alex Verdugo. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Batting sixth, playing first base, Anthony Rizzo. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Batting eighth, catcher Jose Trevino.
Batting ninth, playing third base, John Birdie. Let's go Yankees. Back to John and Paul in the booth.
Great job, guys. Thank you very much. That starting lineup brought to you by TikTok, and that was the Hastings varsity baseball team. It's having a good year, Paul. 16-5. They're headed to the second round of the playoffs tomorrow at home against John Jay. So good luck, guys.
Did you hear them trotting out of the dugout? It sounded like they had metal spikes on. I was like, wow, high school kids are ready to go.
Well, that the Yankee lineup, they're going to face the veteran right-hander Chris Flexen. You see the numbers on the year, the 4.46 ERA, which is getting better since he's been back into the rotation. And we're going to check out our pitcher's scouting report, which is brought to you by Nissan.
Well, you mentioned it, Flash. He has been much better lately. 2-0 in his last 4 starts. He's lowered his ERA from 8.78 to 4.46. So he's been kind of on a roll since coming back to the rotation and the mix. I mean, he's not overpowering at all. A lot of fastballs, only pops out around 92, 93, but he uses changeup, curve, slider, cutter. He's got it all. And yeah. Watch out. Well, you better watch for the big 3. Soto, Judge, and Stanton career. 5-11, 5 for 11, 2 doubles, and a Judge homer.
Well, Aaron Boone was talking about the big boys in the middle before the game today, and he said, you better be on top of your game. Yeah. It's going to get loud these days. And you're right, Flexen has been pitching so much better. And I saw that pitch mix, and I just never felt comfortable facing guys who covered so many different speeds and different pitches, right?
Yeah, you got to overpower, especially the bigger guys. I think you got to try to overpower them inside and swing the ball away. But, you know, when you're topping at a 92, 93, you don't flinch inside on that. You don't feel like you can get beat inside, and that makes it tough.
Volpe hanging in there. Volpe with his 11-game hitting streak. He extended that yesterday with a 1-for-5 with a double. And the 1-2 from Flexen. Misses down. Well, Flexen got demoted and had to pitch out of the bullpen a couple of appearances, and he wasn't too happy about that. So when he got back in the rotation, he's been a different pitcher, been much better. But it'll be a test this afternoon. As the Yankees put up 6 on the board yesterday, 4 home runs. Take a look at the White Sox defensively, which is presented by Defender. You have Jolks in left, Pham in center, Jimenez in right, Mendick at third, DeYoung at short, Remillard at second, Andrew Vaughn at first base, Martin Maldonado back behind the plate, working with Chris Flexen. Maldonado caught the first game of this series, had yesterday off.
What a day, Flash. I'm looking up here, just a light breeze. Actually got blue sky. What's going on around here?
Beautiful day. Getting ready for Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully the weather's turning. Ground ball, and that's going to be a fair ball, and that's going to be extra bases for Anthony Volpe. He will cruise in the second base with a leadoff double and extends that hitting streak to 12 games.
Well, really good at that. He fought off some tough pitches and finally got one he could handle and just grounded it right down the line off the glove. It ends up as a double. Good start for the Yankees here in the first.
Career high 12-game hitting streak for Volpe.
Well, here's that man, Flash.
What a day he had yesterday. 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and a walk mixed in. He did some extra work before the game on Friday. We detailed he had some good swings Friday night, only had the 1 hit, and then just exploded yesterday. And he'll be looking for a pitch out front, trying to pull here to get Volpe to third at least. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back. I'm going to look at the home plate umpire, Eric Backus, and his scouting report. He's a pitcher-friendly umpire, more high strikes, more outside strikes on right-handed batters, and it'll be his 5th big league season. They're going to check on Volpe, who was dancing around the pitch before. It looked like he was trying to time Flexen in his delivery. We're going to be cooking up something special with Hexclad, and you see the numbers for Juan Soto, 4+ times on base. He's done it 78 times, and joined the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. We think Paul a little older old school here, situational hitting, get something out front, try to pull the baseball?
Well, if you're Juan Soto, yeah, you're looking to pull, but you're looking to pull something hard. I mean, you're not trying to get him over, you're trying to get him over and in at the same time.
Well, Aaron Judge waiting on deck, and we've talked about this a lot recently. When you have Judge swinging the bat the way he is, do you come at Juan Soto 3-0? And they did. Rolls over, ground ball to Vaughn, flip to Flexen, and that'll be an out as Anthony Volpe advances to third.
Well, he got it to the right side, but, you know, it's a 3-0 pitch, and that's the one that, you know, as a hitter, sometimes you put so much pressure on yourself to really launch one.
Yeah.
It looks like he came around the ball a little bit, but got the job done. Aaron Judge has an opportunity to get the Yankees on the board here in the first.
Judge 1 for 4 in yesterday's game with a walk. Infield defense for the White Sox. They're in, trying to cut off that run at home.
Well, it's kind of a gutsy move here early in the game, but, you know, when you look at the offensive numbers of the White Sox, you got to figure that you got to try to save every run you can. They're pretty much last in every offensive category.
And a big swing and a miss at a cutter from Flexen. He's quickly ahead in the count 0-2. And Paul talked about it. Four-seamer, cutter, changeup, curveball, slider, and a sinker. The last 20 games for Aaron Judge. He's been locked in. Trying to put a ball in play here. And that's not going to happen as Flexen catches him looking at a changeup on the outside corner. 2 down.
Yeah, when you break the sequence down, everything was going away, and then he brought this two-seamer changeup back to the outside corner. Good pitching right there. See that grip, but he turns it over and gets like two-seam spin. Gets that movement back towards the outside corner.
Big pitch on Aaron Judge will bring up Alex Verdugo, who was 0 for 4 in yesterday's game. He did score a run. 5 home runs, 21 RBIs. Let's look at the game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the New York Yankees. 0% chance of rain. 70 degrees feels like 74. And the wind blowing from right field to left field.
I'll take all those numbers.
Yeah. Hugo ahead in the count 2-0. Waves at a changeup.
Yeah, Flexen's one of those guys. We went over his mix that you can't really guess along with. He's just got too many pitches. You know, you look fastball, adjust to everything else, and know that he's not overpowering. Where you can really kind of hang out over the plate and not feel like you're going to get beat inside. That's the pitch he's going to get hurt with if he continues to throw that cutter middle of the plate. That just kind of spins there. Verdugo fouled it straight back.
Flexen a no decision his last outing. 4 2/3 against the Nationals. Gave up 3 runs in that one as Verdugo pops one up the other way. Jolks coming on, makes the play. Nice running play by the White Sox left fielder as Flexen works his way out of trouble. We'll take this to the second.
If you're taking a trip with your friends, why pay for 4 hotel rooms to stay apart? When you could get one Airbnb and stay together.
My name is Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our masa mill. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing masa to the masses. What's in your wallet?
best friends trying things that are new. We got this guy and this guy too. It's Taco.
I don't think the sitcom is working.
Yeah, I agree. At least we got these Cantina chicken tacos, though.
Investment opportunities are everywhere you turn. But at T. Rowe Price, we're letting curiosity light the way, asking smart questions about opportunities like advances in healthcare and how these innovations will create a healthier world tomorrow. Better questions, better outcomes.
Join Charity Water in our mission to end the global water crisis. Visit charitywater.org today.
Let's check out FanDuel's live same-game parlay. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. Top of the second inning, it'll be Paul DeYoung, Corey Julks, and Corey Lee for the White Sox. After this one, the White Sox will head to Toronto to take on the Blue Jays. The Yankees will wait for the Seattle Mariners to come in for a 4-game set.
I think Seattle's taking the lead in the West.
Yes.
I mean, they can throw. I mean, they have good pitching. If they score runs, you know, they're going to be somebody that could win that division.
Yeah, a couple of games over 500. That should be a good 4-game series against the Mariners. DeYoung 0 for 3 in yesterday's game with a walk. Yankees won 4-2 Friday night, 6-1 yesterday. Ground ball to third. Routine play for Birdie.
So, Flash, we went over Eric Backus behind the plate, and he is pitcher friendly. So when I would see that scouting report, I'd be frustrated knowing that balls off the plate are going to be called strikes. But you take so much pride as catching. You'd probably rather have that than a tight umpire because you're more worried about getting outs behind the plate.
I don't think there's any doubt. If you're Jose Trevino, he's thinking, okay, I got an umpire I can work with today. And, you know, obviously whatever he does offensively is a bonus, but he might be able to get some outside strikes off the plate. And the Yankee catching staff, they are the best in baseball at framing. +6, so might be one of those games Trevino after the fact says, you know, I stole maybe 6, 7, 8 strikes, and could be the difference of this game. As this ball is driven deep to left and gone. A home run for Corey Julks. And the White Sox are on the board.
It's Julks' first home run of the year and his first RBI. But he gives the White Sox a 1-0 lead. He had 6 home runs last year with Houston. He was drafted by them, then he came over. When he got a ball, got it up in the air. It's starting to get a little warmer. The ball should start carrying a little bit better, huh, Flash?
It's one thing, Rodon has given up some home runs this year, but they have been a lot of solo shots, and you can see there saying that's my bad. That's just mislocation.
Yeah, the good thing about what you were saying, they've been solo shots. And, you know, the solo shots you can usually come back from. It's the big ones, you know, the 3-run homers that really, really put a lot of pressure on the other team.
With one down brings up Corey Lee, who's DHing. In this one, he was behind the plate yesterday.
Got a pitch up in the strike zone, but see, just absolutely right on the sweet spot of the bat.
Good fastball at 96. And last outing against the Twins, Rodon threw his changeup a lot more. Threw 9 last time, which is more than he usually does. So we'll see if that's a pitch he feels good about today.
I really think, and I said it last outing, that Andy Pettitte has a lot to do with it. You know, he's helping the organization with the pitching, and he understands being able to get people off of the fastball and that slider down and in. You know, you've got to spin something away off speed just to keep hitters honest.
The 1-out walk for Lee. Well, it really is so noticeable, Paul, how much of a different pitcher he is this year. You thought last year your game planning, it's high fastball, low slider. Now this year you got to deal with a cutter in on your hands if you're a righty. You got to deal with the changeup away if you're a righty. Hitting different speeds and touching different zones. Zach Remillard. There's a changeup in there for a strike. Good numbers in 7 games for Remillard. He threw 9 changeups in his last outing. You don't have to throw a lot just to put it in a hitter's head that, hey, that was a factor in his last outing. It's something that maybe you got to think about. That just might be the difference, getting a cutter in on your hands.
Yeah, you can miss, you know, with a cutter down and in. You can miss with the fastball high up out of the strike zone. The changeup has to be, when you miss, got to be down and away, in the dirt. You miss out over the plate or up, that's where you can get hurt.
Well, Hall of Fame pitcher Greg Maddux threw a changeup to me on the inner half with 2 strikes, an 0-2 count, right? So you're protecting inside, expecting, threw a changeup in, swung right over the top, and it was the first time I had faced a pitcher who wasn't throwing a changeup just away. As Lee was on the move, Remillard hits this well. Verdugo back. He's not going to be able to come up with it. Off the wall, bounces over the head of Aaron Judge. Lee will score easily. Remillard into third with an RBI triple. And the White Sox an early 2-0 lead.
Another ball up in the air, and Verdugo got a good jump, but it just went a long way. Fastball that kind of just cruised inside right to the barrel. And again, look at the bounce off the bottom of the padding, and they're way over Aaron Judge's head. Allows Remillard to get to third base.
Paul, I think you said it earlier, though, the ball traveling. It's noticeable this afternoon. Yankees will bring the infield defense in for Danny Mendick. As Remillard takes his lead off of third, Mendick fouls it straight back. Mendick 0 for 3 in yesterday's game.
The at-bats flash, you know, as a pitcher, you're thinking strikeout, but you can't rush. You can't get to 2 strikes and make a mistake. You just got to take it pitch by pitch. Got a good pop up here if they can snag this in the sun. Now you got an opportunity to get out of this. But Maldonado coming to the plate, who's really struggled offensively. Rodon has an opportunity to save a run here.
Yeah, big pitch right there. You were thinking strikeout. I was thinking some sort of a jam shot, right, where you get a weak ground ball or a pop-up. So mission accomplished. 2 down for Martin Maldonado. And that's what Paul was talking about, really having a tough year offensively. Four-seamer at about 94 miles an hour. One thing we've seen from Rodon this year, his velocity gets just a little bit better as the game moves on. Maldonado fouls that one off.
Well, there's 2 strikes out of the strike zone, 2 fastballs. I mean, you just got to stick with that, right? Just keep going up.
Go higher than high. If he wants to swing at the high fastball, just go a little bit higher and see if he'll offer at that.
What happened there, Flash? He just told him to step off. Didn't like what he called?
Yeah, they couldn't get on the same page. It's pretty simple here. It's either an elevated fastball or you bounce a slider. I don't see too many other options. We'll see where he goes. Fastball pretty much right down the middle.
Went to the fastball. I think he was trying to throw it up in the strike zone, but it ended up in. It's just a mistake, 0-2. But again, I mean, I think with Maldonado's stats, you've got to continue to be aggressive. Don't make a mistake with an off-speed pitch.
Well, here's the 0-2. And he goes slider. Does he get the swing? He does not. Trevino picks off the runner at third. Remillard, who got caught napping. So a heads-up play by the Yankee catcher to end this second inning. The check swing, the check to the first base umpire. No, he didn't go. And the throw to third catches him napping. Big play by the Yankee catcher. White Sox lead 2-0.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
My name's Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our business with new products, like our tabletop masa mill. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing masa to the masses. What's in your wallet?
The Cantina Chicken Quesadilla isn't just for late night, because it has a perfect slow roasted chicken to melted cheese ratio. That's chicken on the inside, cheese everywhere else. Introducing the new Cantina Chicken Quesadilla, only at Taco Bell.
Summer is around the corner. Put your plans in motion with great deals at the Ford Memorial Day sales event. Now, returning lessees can lease a Ford F-150 for $399 a month.
To take another look at the play that just ended the top of the second inning. The check swing, Trevino checks with the umpire, but then fires to third. The problem, Remillard, the third base runner, was also looking at the first base umpire, and he gets caught napping.
Yeah, you know, one thing for Trevino to see this, but also for Bernie to be in position to receive the ball. And again, he's checking out the first base umpire. What a heads-up play for the Yankees.
Heads up play, and you got the third base coach, Eddie Rodriguez, who also got caught a little bit there, not on top of the play. So Yankees will take it to get out of that second inning with only 2 runs on the board. There's Giancarlo Stanton. It'll be Anthony Rizzo and Gleyber Torres here in the second. Stanton has just been on fire lately. 3 home runs in his last 4 games. Seems like he's throwing a bunch of multiple hit games out there. Another thing I like, Paul, driving the ball to right field, right center. Sounded like that got in there a little bit on his hands. Tommy Pham, easy play, 1 down.
Well, Fletch, I don't know if you noticed, I think the fans are getting spoiled. Every time Soto, Stanton come up and the ball's hit in the air, everybody's on their feet. Here we go again. I think you're right, Flash. He just got in and just got underneath the baseball just a bit. But that'll go a long way.
1 down for Anthony Rizzo, 0 for 4 in yesterday's game. Batting average at a clean .250. Rizzo going with the high socks today, changing it up a little bit.
The armed forces,
yeah. Military Appreciation Weekend.
I was reading an article, unbelievably interesting, about Jerry Coleman, you know, the ex-Yankee, and how he became really fighter pilot buddies with Ted Williams. And some of the stories, you know, Ted Williams was actually in, you know, a life-threatening position where John Glenn actually helped him land the plane on the belly, and he ran away. As you see, a little squibber the other way. It's going to be a knock for Rizzo. But as he runs out of the plane, you know, he gets out of the engine running, and the next day Coleman said, you know, I've never seen you run the bases that fast. And he looked at Coleman and said, how would you know you never get on base? Wow. So the baseball jokes didn't even get to the military, but again, friend of John Glenn and Coleman and Ted Williams, and how it brings it all together.
Some big names out there.
Yes, what a story, right?
So when I was with the San Diego Padres, Jerry Coleman was broadcasting games out there, so I got to know him quite a bit. Did you ever meet Ted Williams?
Oh, I had actually got a phone call from him, believe it or not. Yeah, my sister was doing an article, and he actually called. I thought it was a joke. And then I realized it was Ted Williams. It was in spring training. And he said, "You're probably not hitting the ball the other way. You're struggling, right?" I said, "Wow, Ted Williams knows the way I hit?" Wow. Yeah, it's just like getting a call from John Wayne or something, you know?
So when I signed with the Red Sox, you'd go down to Instructional League after the summer season, and Ted Williams showed up in Instructional League one day. And I get introduced to him, and he just looks at me, and he says, "Hips and hands, kid, hips and hands."
He was a true believer in propelling the bat with your hips. And if you look at Juan Soto, that's kind of, he's a really, uses his lower half and his hips to really drive the ball.
Gleyber Torres 0 for 4 in yesterday's game. Well, I kind of felt pretty good about myself. I met Ted Williams. You got a phone call from the guy.
It was all through my sister, believe me. But I was just so impressed that, here's Ted Williams. Became an avid fisherman, was still involved in knowing what was going on in the game of baseball. Probably, if not the top couple hitters that ever played the game.
Well, this is a pretty good resume. 344, two-time AL MVP, 2 Triple Crowns, 6 batting titles, 19-time All-Star, 406 average in 41, and did not play in 43 and 45. We call you in the clubhouse a Tommy Topper. You tell a story, and then you just you top me on my story.
I had to tell the truth, and not like I was making it up. I've told it before. Everybody think I was lying if I didn't repeat it. Wow. It was funny. I was looking at the all-time home run leaders, and for the Chicago White Sox, it was Frank Thomas. Went to the Hall of Fame, obviously. 521 home runs, the same as Willie McCovey and Ted Williams. All of them 521 home runs. Why do these things interest me, Flash? Some people get into analytics. I get into the old history of the game,
So I played against Frank Thomas. I'm going to be a Tommy Topper now. I'm going to top your story. I played against Frank Thomas in A-ball right after he got drafted.
Yeah.
Big man.
Big hurt.
And you would always think, in college and high school, every different level is Torres having a good at-bat, fouling some pitches off. You would always try to spin the baseball to these big dudes, right? Thinking they were fastball hitters. Well, that didn't work with Frank Thomas. I learned right away in single A-ball, do not throw a get-me-over slider to Frank Thomas.
It's one of the guys that, I remember pitching. He didn't want the ball inside. No. He wanted to kind of dive into the plate and extend those huge arms.
Torres drills this to left field and deep, and that's going to be off the wall. Rizzo around second. He'll make his way to third, so Gleyber Torres, a good at-bat, fouling off pitch after pitch. And finally, a one-out double for Torres.
Yeah, great at-bat, and a foot or two from tying this game up. That's that off-speed pitch up in the strike zone. We were talking, you can't miss with the changeup up. See how he glides, but he stays behind it and just drives it off the top of the wall. By Rizzo, he wasn't watching to see if it went in the seats, or he would not have made it to third base. Ball got in quick.
We'll bring up Jose Trevino. Another hot hitter for the Yankees. Has always been a good hitter with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, he has done his leg kick by then, but still balance behind the baseball. It's giving him an opportunity to see the ball a little bit longer, especially that high hanging changeup.
There's a four-seamer on the outside corner. The numbers for Trevino: 286, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. Last year in that injury-plagued season, only 4 home runs in 55 games, but already 5 homers in 28 games. He's been getting the job done. That was a hot shot the other way, and that's a base hit. Rizzo scores easily. Here comes Torres, and Trevino comes through again. We're all tied up at 2.
Well, Trevino has done this time and time again since he's been a Yankee, and this year especially. Runners in scoring position career-wise well over 300 with the Yankees. Talk about his level swing. Just shoots it the other way, finds a hole. And before you know it, the White Sox have 2-0 lead. No longer.
Well, you do love the way the Yankees answer back, right? They've been on this hot streak. They've been playing from ahead, but to come right back and throw 2 on the board to answer. And bring up John Birdie.
Well, you always think of Trevino as a defensive catcher, but over his last 22 games, he's hitting .350. And then he just added another one. So, you know, he's done so. It's got to be a bright spot for Aaron Boone with the offense and the catching that they've had from Wells and Trevino so far this year.
And you throw on top of it, we talked about their framing metrics, first in the league on stealing strikes. The offensive numbers are there. And Aaron Boone was talking about it before the game. That's how you'd lengthen a lineup, right? You could talk about 3, 4, 5, but when you're getting production from 7, 8, 9, that's when things get tough.
You know, there's certain positions that if you get offensive production from, you feel like, wow, we're really stealing something. And in the old days, you know, catchers were a big part of your offense. Now there's so much involved with calling and you know, receiving the ball and the metrics of framing that sometimes offensive gets lost. But so far so good for the Yankees catching.
Yeah, there are very few, and you can go back, I mean, in the history of this game, very few guys who were dominant offensively and dominant defensively behind the plate, right? I mean, I was known as a defensive first catcher, and if you got some hits, you hope they were a big one. As Birdie hammers this foul.
You know, growing up in Ohio, I guess I was spoiled.
Well, Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench was like, Sparky Anderson, we talked about him yesterday, said in his mind, Johnny Bench was the best at his position to ever play the game of baseball.
Well, it goes back, it was Thurman Munson right there with him, right? In that World Series, it got a little controversial when Sparky made those comments. As Birdie gets caught looking for the second out. But you were spoiled in Cincinnati. New Yorkers were spoiled. I mean, Thurman Munson, Yogi Berra, great catchers, Jorge Posada.
Yeah, a lot of times looking back, you bring up Jorge. I just, how much he balanced our lineup offensively. Good defensive catcher, but a switch hitter, could hit from both sides of the plate. That intensity, I mean, I just look back at how lucky we were to have guys on that team that were like that.
Well, it's a perfect, you know, for this conversation. Joe Girardi was more catch, throw, occasional hit. Posada comes in, really throw the baseball. A good blocker and a switch hitter with power. I didn't appreciate Jorge Posada until I played behind him for 3 years. You play against him, you're like, wow, this guy's a good player. But the intensity that he brought, the way he played every day, he wanted to catch every day. Volpe slaps this one to right field. Jimenez comes in, but the Yankees able to tie it up with the Yankee catcher, Jose Trevino, with a big hit. A couple of good catchers in this rivalry.
Waiting for the break of day. Wanting just to stay away.
You don't need the same Duracell batteries that help power Williams Racing. Until you do. Duracell is a proud partner of Williams Racing.
Emma, party of 3.
When you're with Amex Platinum, exclusive dining benefits and travel perks like room upgrades at fine hotels and resorts, wow, make going out for your favorite food take on a whole new meaning. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Summer is here, and with a new Toyota, you can do all your favorite beach activities, like spikeball, whitewater rafting, shrimp boils, wade fishing, or hanging with the locals. You can say that again.
Get a great lease on a new 2024 RAV4 all-wheel drive for just $319 a month, with the assurance that Toyota is a Kelley Blue Book best resale value.
Your summer starts here.
It is time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the New York Yankees. Today's picture was submitted by Cora. Her son was so excited after he got a ball from Alex Verdugo in Minnesota. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in the pictures that you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. All tied up at 2. Carlos Rodon back out for the top of the third.
Go back to that post flash. I mean, you see that little girl in Minnesota. I mean, you played in Detroit. You played in San Diego. You played with the Rays. Does any team ever Tampa Bay series with Nelly? The only thing that I saw as a devil ray was when Yankee fans traveled, when you guys came into Tropicana Field, and a close second was the Red Sox fans. They would show up at the Trop too, but nobody travels like the Yankee fan. Well, Maldonado will lead off the third inning after that crazy play to end the top of the second. Jose Trevino has his fingerprints all over this one. Yeah, that is an amazing play on Birdie and Trevino. I mean, again, Remillard checking to see if the check swing was called or not, and both of them noticed it, and you need a fire. He wasn't that far off third base.
Rodon thought he had that one, doesn't get the call.
Well, I think the box we have on the screen thought he had it too. 96. I think that's right where he wanted, up in the strike zone. He sailed in, but I feel fortunate to still be at the plate if I'm hitting.
And he hits this one deep to left. Verdugo will settle underneath it right in front of the warning track. First out here in the third.
Now you see Verdugo with the sun shades on, and this is going to be a time of the day, and that's what Aaron Judge is talking about right now. You let me know when the sun starts to become an issue, because early in the game, usually fly balls are okay, but as it starts to move later in the game, that'd be a ball that Aaron Judge might have to call him off because he has a better angle.
Up to the top of the lineup, Tommy Pham. Pham having a good series, 5 for 10, couple of doubles, couple of runs. He's really made a difference with this White Sox team, not only at the plate but in the clubhouse. One of the younger players for the White Sox saying it's nice to see how a pro goes about his business to get ready for a big league game every day.
And he does. You can tell the way he plays. He plays with an edge. And you say a pro, sure, he's played in the World Series in Arizona. I mean, you go back to St. Louis. He had a year where he hit 306, 23 home runs, 25 stolen bases. So, you know, he has had a pretty good career. He's 11 years into the league now.
Changeup just missed off the plate, but I know it's way too early, but you start thinking trade deadline, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be one of those teams. They've got a couple pitchers. They've got Pham that, you know, come July before that deadline, they might be shuffling their cards trying to get some prospects to get this team in another position next year.
Pham working it all the way back to a full count. The end of the bat should be an easy play for Verdugo. No problem with the sun. 2 down. MLB is partnering with Crisis Text Line to increase mental health awareness. Free, 24/7 confidential support in English and Spanish. Text MLB to 741-741. Two down for Andrew Vaughn. short. Easy play for Volpe, and that is a nice bounce back 1-2-3 inning for Carlos Rodon in the third. We're all tied up at 2.
It's 10 feet. One shot makes you a soup for 24.
Waiting for the break of day. Getting up to splash my face. Wanting just to stay away. Should I try to do something?
T-Mobile savings, take one. Focus. Here's the line. At T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits and you can still save versus the other guys. Okay, I'll just do it. Check out the T-Mobile savings calculator and see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
How is this Chili's 3 for me only $10.99 when fast food is so expensive?
It could be because we don't have to pay for any mascots.
Please! I was born for this! Please!
Never gonna happen.
Wait, I know the song! I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
He doesn't work here.
Chili's baby back ribs.
3 for me means more for you. Get a bottomless drink, bottomless chips and salsa, and the all-new Big Smasher Burger with fries for just $10.99 only at Chili's.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Hyundai. With a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. And by Bet365, whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. LT, MJ. A couple of the owners there.
Oh, Vec, yeah.
Chris Flexen back out there for the bottom of the third. It'll be Soto, Judge, Verdugo.
Saw that picture of Bill Vec. You know what he was famous for, other than, being owners of several teams, was he signed Larry Doby. Brought Larry Doby into the American League after Jackie Robinson had stepped foot in the National League. So, important part of baseball.
I was thinking Disco Demolition Night.
Oh, that was Comiskey Park, right?
Yeah.
Did you play in Comiskey?
I never did, no.
Yeah, I went over there late where they had changed it to, it was cellular field. Yep. Is it guaranteed rate now? That's what we all want in life, right? Guaranteed rate.
Right across the street, right? Comiskey was on the other side. Yep.
I always saw it because I remember like the Ferris wheels and things in the outfield, but I heard good things about it, but never stepped foot in the place.
It's funny, I think a cellular field, I think of looking up at the scoreboard to see if there were any lights being shown for pitches. All these stadiums that we used to go to, right? There were rumors, the White Sox are doing something funny, or the Blue, everybody is so paranoid.
It's usually because, you usually as a player, you hit better at home. I mean, you have 81 games, you're used to your surroundings, and your average is usually better, but some teams are so much better at home. You figure there's something's going on, and then there have been stories about lights being off and on fastballs and curveballs.
You really could drive yourself crazy, right? I'd be sitting in the dugout if I wasn't playing, looking up to try to find something. Never could find anything.
You know, I can't wrap my head around that many things. I mean, I had to worry about trying to hit and get to right field and maybe catch a fly ball or two. That was enough.
Well, Soto yesterday had those 2 home runs in a game. First time he's done it as a New York Yankee. The 18th time he has done it in his career. Well, he's going to get caught looking at that cutter. That looked like Soto's real happy with that call.
A good solid cutter right there. I mean, it's got to be perfectly located to get Soto, and it was.
see that pitch, I think of Durwood Merrill. Hall of Fame pitch, kid.
Yeah.
That's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And you know what I used to say to Durwood? I say, you know what? He's not a Hall of Famer, and I got no chance of being one if you're going to call that. He gets so mad at me.
One down for Aaron Judge. Judge struck out his first at bat. Congratulations to Aaron Judge on being voted the Montefiore Einstein Player of the Week, batting .550 will get that done. 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, the impressive OPS. Flexen now dotting the corners. Perfect pitches.
It's tough to know that you have to make perfect pitches or you're going to give up hits, runs, and home runs, and that's the way this Yankees lineup swinging the bats now.
Paul, I watched Judge now. We just went through his numbers. It just looks simpler to me, right? It doesn't look to be as much movement. His head looks to be still.
Yeah, his side view when he's going through, it's when the ball's in the hitting area, he's in the same spot every time. So there's really no having to do anything different.
There's a broken bat looped to left field, and that's going to be a foul ball.
I think his key is his front hip, and you know, if it opens a little quick, he can get out in front. So he was just basically out in front off the end of the bat. But like I said, he is so consistent in his approach that, you know, if you're going to make a mistake, and he said it early in the year, the reason he was struggling a little bit is he's fouling off the mistakes. Now he's not fouling off mistakes, and right there he's in a perfect position, just fooled a little bit, but still able to get the end of the bat on the baseball.
And from the side, it just looks so strong, but so simple. Just right on time, as they would say, as he swings over the top of a four-seam fastball. So a couple of strikeouts already for Aaron Judge this afternoon.
I don't know if it's stuff. It's more the sequence that he's got Judge on today. You know, hitting good corners, but off speed, changing speeds, and that's what Flexen's going to have to do to continue to get these outs in the Yankee lineup.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Flexen brings up Alex Verdugo. Shot right back up the middle. DeYoung played perfectly. So both starting pitchers settling down in the third inning. Rodon will go back to work in the fourth.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
T-Mobile savings, take one. Focus. Here's the line. At T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits and you can still save versus the other guys. Okay, I'll just do it. Check out the T-Mobile savings calculator and see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
Guess it's time to paint.
What is going on?
Whether you're doing it yourself or hiring a pro, today, let's paint. Exclusively at the Home Depot.
What if finding a new job wasn't such a leap of faith?
I don't think I'm right for this. I said I don't think I'm right for the job.
You're perfect for it!
What if you knew you'd be paid fairly?
Check this out.
Because you could literally see what the job pays. What if your schedule worked for you, and her, and them? And what if the promise of better work
No way!
was something that found us?
I got the interview.
Mike's, please. Extra cold.
Was this fire person's day hard enough for a Mike's Hard Lemonade, Joel?
Was it? Hey.
Keep it cool, cool cat.
Hard days deserve a hard lemonade.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. Just a gorgeous Sunday afternoon in the Bronx. Yankees on a 6-game winning streak. It'll be 3-4-5 for the White Sox. Jimenez, DeYoung, and Julks. There's a line drive right back up the middle. Leadoff base hit here in the 4th.
Again, that has that sound right on it. It's ripped right back up the middle. Leadoff single for the White Sox. You know, you look what has happened with the White Sox, Flash, and it's happened very quick. I mean, you go back to 2021, they won the division with 93 wins. Last year, they were 500. Or no, 22, they were 500. 23, they lost 101 games. I mean, so they went from winning the division to losing 100 in a couple years. And now you've got this year heading that in that direction also. Should also break down what has happened, whether you talk about winning the division. I mean, you had Rodon, Dylan Cease, Lance Lynn, Giolito, Liam Hendricks. They've lost all of those. Jose Abreu went to Houston.
There goes Jimenez. Trevino with the throw. Not going to be in time as Torres can't come up with it. Good jump from Jimenez.
Yeah, and this is, I think, what the White Sox are going to have to do is, you know, what do we got to lose? I mean, we're going to have to put the gas pedal down, try to steal bases, try to move guys in somehow to get this offense going. Being last in home runs, last in runs scored, you got to try to make things happen.
Well, everybody around the White Sox telling us on Friday how much better they had been playing, but the Yankees have been shutting them down at the plate. White Sox trying to take this last game and head to Toronto to play the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and the Mariners come in for 4. Right?
Yep.
We'll have to grab Michael Kay from the pool and the barbecue and get him back in the booth for those 4.
Hopefully he had a nice weekend off.
I'm sure he's sitting out at the pool now, maybe throwing BP to Charlie. Who knows?
It gets a piece of DeYoung, so Rodon in a little bit of trouble here. First and second, nobody out in the 4th.
Jokes walks to the plate. A solo home run, his first of the year in the 2nd. And caught up to a fastball from Rodon.
There's a Trevino out in front of the plate going through the defense for the first runners at first and second. First home run of the year as a Chicago White Sox. It was deep to left field. Well, Carlos Rodon, his last 5 starts, the ERA just over 3, batting average against .214. We talked about that changeup early on, and it was a weapon his last time out against the Twins, and a good one there to get ahead in the count 0-2.
Yeah, that's really, other than the cutter in where you can, you know, get a ground ball, that changeup is another option with a righty if you can throw a good one down and away.
This is with the slider. Check swing, did he go? And he did.
But that shows me something, that you do have confidence in that changeup. If you can throw it twice in a count where you're in trouble with the men on first and second, nobody out, and he gets a good strikeout with it. And I would assume, as a pitcher, it's a new pitch that he's using more, but the more you use it, the more results you get like this. You're going to be much more comfortable throwing it.
Second strikeout of the afternoon for Rodon, trying to work his way out of trouble here in the fourth. Corey Lee DHing. Looked like that foul ball got a piece of Trevino. And this is where home plate umpire Eric Backus can take care of a catcher. You go out in front of home plate, you give him a little bit of time to regroup.
Flashy.
Well, it's a lot better sitting up here with you, Paul, than it is down there right now.
Yeah, there's some guys I wouldn't want to face in the batter's box, and there's some things I'm sure you don't miss as being a catcher.
Looks like Trevino will be all right. In the second, scored a run, but he had a tough afternoon yesterday. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Rodon thinking strikeout here, heading to count 0-2. Got him. Good fastball. Third strikeout of the afternoon. 2 outs here in the fourth.
Yeah, it's really one of the better fastballs he's thrown all day, and he needs that extra little up in the strike zone to get the strikeout. Again, man on first and second, nobody out. Same situation now with 2 outs. You got an opportunity to get your offense back to the plate with a good sequence here.
Yeah, brings up Zach Remillard, who had that triple and an RBI in the second. Also got picked off third by Trevino.
That pitcher-friendly guy. Huh?
Well, that fastball velo's getting better, too. 98 miles an hour now. And Rodon just getting warmed up.
A couple high fastballs and then a good slider. No chance.
Heading to count 1-2. Got him. Another slider, another strikeout, 3 in a row to work his way out of trouble in the fourth. Big pitch from Rodon.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
When you share a hotel room with your kid, you also share a bedtime with your kid. But if you get an Airbnb, you get to pick your own bedtime.
What if finding a new job wasn't such a leap of faith?
I don't think I'm right for this. I said I don't think I'm right for the job.
You're perfect for it!
What if you knew you'd be paid fairly?
Check this out.
Because you could literally see what the job pays. What if your schedule worked for you, and her, and them? And what if the promise of better work
No way!
was something that found us?
I got the interview.
Guess it's time to paint.
What is going on?
Whether you're doing it yourself or hiring a pro, today, let's paint. Exclusive.
Yes Network on TikTok for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, game highlights, and the latest. Don't miss out. Join the ultimate sports community today.
Well, it didn't take long for Grayson to get to his first game. Look at him. Looks nice and content.
Stan Cobb pops it up, and it is up there. Who's going to come up with this one? Vaughn calling it, makes the play. That was a big league pop-up.
That was another pitch. You could see Stanton, his reaction. He felt like he missed the one. I mean, a good swing just got under it again. See Maldonado there, Flash just threw his hands up. I want no part
of this. I know exactly how he feels. It's a lot easier for those guys running in than it is for the catcher. Yankees were playing the Chicago Cubs, and the Yankees will go back to Wrigley this year. At Wrigley Field years ago, I was a teammate of Robin Ventura playing third base, and your buddy Boomer out on the mound.
Yeah.
As Rizzo just blocks one off the other way. Big turn around first. They'll go back to the bag. Well, anyway, a pop-up goes up just like that. And I'm standing there knowing I have no shot at this. And Robin thought I had it all the way. Another look at the swing. As Rizzo picks up his second hit. And your boy Boomer wasn't real happy as that fell into the infield grass of Wrigley. And I had to explain to Robin, anytime it goes up in the air, it's yours. It's yours. One down for Gleyber Torres, who had a double in the second inning and extended at bat by fouling off some tough pitches.
Yeah, that last at bat from Rizzo, you know, you get out in front and you just hit a ball the other way and you're thinking to myself, here's a ground ball. And then you look over and there's nobody at home. It's such a great feeling. Right here you see, and then you think, I just put it in play right off the end of the bat. And as you look and follow the baseball, you realize there's a little shift going on, and it's wide open. It's right off the end of the bat. Boy, he's right on top of the plate, isn't he?
Having a good day, 2 for 2, and you know what would be another great way to spend today? Maybe going out and play a morning round of golf, right? Have a little lunch with your buddies at the club, watch the Yankee game.
I was going to say, how are we going to get this all in when we got to be here early? This is for everybody else.
This is for everybody else. A beautiful Sunday, right? You play a round of golf. You watch the Yankee game maybe at the club with a little lunch. You look forward to a Knick game this afternoon. I mean, it's just a great day in New York.
Now, we got to put a good dinner in there, too. I mean, you just can't take dinner off, you know? There are 2 game 7s, so we can eat in between them.
That's a great point. Yankees looking to take care of business here today. Maybe enjoy the end of the Knick game. As Gleyber hits another ball hard to left field. That's going to be another base hit for him. Rizzo with 2 hits. Gleyber Torres with 2 hits. The Yankees looking to add on.
Yeah, it's really good to see Gleyber. You know, you can see some glimmers that he's starting to turn things around offensively. You know, he's really, if you look up and down this lineup, the one guy that is capable, that has not had that real hot streak yet. And if you throw that in this lineup, it's just going to add more to it.
Well, here he is. Jose Trevino has been all over this game early on. A base hit, couple of RBIs. He rolls over this one to third base. Mendick comes in, makes the play. 2 down.
Trevino out front, a little nubber, but you almost wonder if Mendick was able to get the lead runner and just tag third base and keep the double play in order and keep the guy from third base, where now you've got 2 runners in scoring position.
2 down for John Bird. He struck out his first at bat. And he lifts one to right field and deep. Jimenez back. Gone. John Birdie with a 3-run blast going the other way.
Well, I guess it's a game of firsts. This is Birdie's first. Schultz had his first for the White Sox. And I tell you what, Flash, off the bat, I thought this was just an easy fly ball to right field. Ball starting to carry a little bit. 3 runs on the board with 1 swing. Yankees up 5-2. The spinner out over the plate. Put the barrel on it, but you never know in Yankee Stadium.
When Birdie came up to the plate, I was thinking, when you're a bench player, like a role player, you know you're not going to get too many hits. But the ones that you get, you want them to be big. And that is a big 3-run home run. Give the Yankees a 5-2 lead. So Trevino with a base hit, couple of RBIs hitting 8th. Birdie hitting 9th with the 3-run blast. And the Yankees getting a lot of production from the bottom of their lineup. First home run of the year, a big one for John Birdie. Off-speed pitch out over the plate, just stays with it, drives it the other way. 5-2 Yanks.
If you're taking a trip with your friends, why pay for 4 hotel rooms to stay apart? When you could get one Airbnb and stay together.
I love it when people say that something's impossible. I see that as a challenge.
The Cantina Chicken Quesadilla isn't just for late night, because it has a perfect slow-roasted chicken to melted cheese ratio. That's chicken on the inside, cheese everywhere else. Introducing the new Cantina Chicken Quesadilla, only at Taco Bell.
Your calling. Some people find theirs at an early age, later in life. No matter when you find it, consider yourself lucky, because it becomes your everything. Our calling was to build trucks, and that's why trucks are what we do. We put our everything into every truck, so that when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Streaming now on the Yes app, check out the new series that goes behind the numbers of iconic Yankees players. First 2 episodes are with Aaron Boone and Tino Martinez, so download the Yes app to watch the show or catch the Aaron Boone episode today after the postgame here on Yes.
What numbers you wear in your career, Flash?
I wore number 15 with the Red Sox, number 12 with the Tigers, number 23 with the Padres.
Took Michael Jordan's number onto the Padres. Huh?
Number 23 with the Devil Rays, but that year was so bad the first year I changed to number 6. The next year, as this ball shot down the right field line but foul, and then finally Robbie Cucuzzo, Lou Cucuzzo were nice enough to give me number 17 when I showed up in spring training as a Yankee, and that's actually going to be part of this show tonight with Aaron Boone. When he got traded over in 03, his 17 was his number, which I had, and I offered to give him number 17, and he said, no, I'm not going to take that from you. I'll take number 19. But now that he's the manager of the New York Yankees, he's number 17.
He did. Wow. It's a good story, Flash. I'm glad I asked the question.
Very simple question. I gave you a very long answer. Yankees lead 5-2. It'll be 8-9-1 for the White Sox. Mendick, Maldonado, and Tommy Pham. Rodon has given up 2 runs on 3 hits. The Yankees 5 runs on 7 hits. Line drive right back to Rodon. Makes the play. 1 down.
I mean, this is just a reaction play, and it just happens to find your glove. Hey, see, I got it. That's got to be a weird view from the catcher, too, because you're seeing that ball come off the bat, just right back up the middle. You can laugh about it now. I mean, those have got to be kind of get your attention as a pitcher. tell you what, his breaking ball the last couple innings has been sharp.
I think it's fair to say that his stuff has gotten better as this game has moved on. They always try to pay attention to the players after games when they're talking about what happened out on the field. And Jose Trevino was talking about Luis Gil yesterday, and his comment was to Meredith, it's fun to see how he's growing, right? And I mean, that to me is the ultimate for a veteran catcher like Trevino, working with a young pitcher like Gil, and you're seeing growth from start to start, seeing him get better as Maldonado lifts this one to left field. And I kind of feel the same way with Carlos Rodon. You're going to get different stuff every time you take the mound, and it's trying to figure out how to get away with what you have that particular day, right? And I think they found the mix that you said with that slider.
Yeah, he's been really good the last couple innings. A couple big strikeouts. A strikeout with a slider. His fastball went up to 96 when he needed it. Quick note, you mentioned Meredith.
Yeah.
She's on the radio today.
We're on our own in here.
Exactly. I look back to ask her a question, and there's an empty seat. Hope things are going well on the radio for Meredith. I'm sure they are.
Meredith and Justin Shackle, I'm sure they're doing a great job over there. What are we going to do about our injury reports and all that stuff?
We're going to flip a coin to see who reads it, huh? Meredith, don't get too comfortable over there. I need some help over here once in a while.
2-1 to Tommy Pham. Belt issue.
You know, most of the players have gone to the leather belts. You know, remember, we had the elastic belts, and as the year goes on, you know, you get stressed out, start losing weight, you start moving the loops and stretching a little bit closer.
So wait a second, you would lose weight during the year?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I was the guy who was sitting on the bench backing up. I put a few pounds on as the year went on.
No wonder that spread had the used spoon when I got in there every night, huh?
Well, we just got an update on DJ LeMahieu in his rehab appearance. 3 times up at the plate today in Somerset. He walked 3 times.
Well, seeing pitches.
Seeing some pitches.
On the scoreboard earlier, too, the Martian back at work in the minor leagues. I think he was 5 for his first 11, so swinging the bat well.
Well, when you get these guys coming back, right? Tommy Kahnle on his way back. DJ LeMahieu. You mentioned Dominguez. I mean, these things usually work their way out, right?
And Tommy Kahnle has thrown the ball exceptionally well in the minor leagues. And, you know, you can only add to the bullpen, which has been #1 in baseball. And you're going to add another quality arm out there.
There's the left-hander Hill getting loose. Let's get an update. DJ just had an RBI single to drive in Spencer Jones as Tommy Pham on the move. Trevino with the throw, not even close. Another good jump for a White Sox base stealer. Well, we're going to do an injury report, Paul, and it's brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees.
Let me help you out here,
you take it over.
You know what? He's expected to be activated on Wednesday, in case you didn't know, and he's currently on the 15-day IL. How's that?
I think Meredith could not have done a better job than you just did. This will be the 88th pitch for Rodon. That misses up high. Hitters count for Andrew Vaughn has 3 home runs on the year. There goes Pham. And Vaughn gets jammed. Gleyber Torres drifting back. Shallow center field. He will make the play. So a scoreless top of the fifth inning for Carlos Rodon. And the Yankees lead 5-2.
Dynamic air suspension, all-wheel steering, configurable terrain response, effortless in the extreme.
At Not Howie says Taco Bell only really hits after midnight, which is why I'm going to use the Cantina Chicken menu to help him see the Taco Bell light. It hits. Hi. Are you at Not Howie? Food hits, right?
The Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco isn't just for late night.
Our calling was to build trucks, and that's why trucks are what we do. We put our everything into every truck, so that when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Dude, did you know BetMGM has responsible gambling tools so you don't get carried away?
I never get carried away. Well, there were the bobbleheads. And the playoff beer.
Chili's ready.
Well, those tools could really help.
Don't forget about the backyard rink.
When you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
Come out to Yankee Stadium on Wednesday, June 5th when the Yankees take on the Twins. It's Juan Soto basketball jersey night, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Juan Soto basketball jersey courtesy of Cannon. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. 5-2 Yankees on our Audi scoreboard. It'll be Soto, Aaron Judge, and Alex Verdugo. And Soto 4 for 4 last night, couple of home runs, 3 RBIs, 0 for 2 in this one. Good swing, foul to straight back.
Yeah, we talked about Ted Williams earlier. The question he always asked was, can you smell the wood burning? And you saw Juan Soto after that foul ball. You smell the wood. It's like somebody lit a match to it. Just the friction causes, that burnt woods smell.
We have something out on the field.
Little bird, just hanging out. Poor little thing can't fly. Got to be a tree in the Bronx. We can just loft him up, right?
There'll be a nest somewhere in the stadium here, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Soto, a ground ball in the first, struck out in the third. Has definitely been part of the attack for the Yankees recently. They lead the major leagues with 66 home runs, tied with Baltimore coming into this one. So it's 67 now with that John Birdie home run.
Well, they've been hot lately. They caught the Baltimore Orioles. I think it was 66. They were tied, and now they just shot ahead. Big swing. Looked like he caught his back spike. Gonna lose balance.
he was thinking of adding on to that home run total right there. But looking up on the board, Paul, Baltimore ahead of Seattle 5-1 in the fifth. That misses off the plate inside, so it'll be a leadoff walk for Soto here in the fifth.
You get the feeling of Aaron Judge. He's had a couple tough at-bats by perfect pitches. Complexion. I had a feeling that things might change this at-bat. You make a little adjustment. Can't be perfect all day to you as a hitter.
The big swing and a miss from Judge. Just got word that the O's have 2 home runs today, Henderson and O'Hearn, off of George Kirby. So they one-up the Yankees as we speak right now.
We're only in the fifth.
68-67. That could change quickly here with one pitch. Well, Flexen has been tough on Aaron Judge. Heading the count 0-2. Driven the other way and deep. Jimenez will not make the play. Gone. Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot.
Well, I said, you know, you can't be perfect and you're going to make adjustments if you're Aaron Judge. Well, it was a matter of time. It's only 339. It's like a single for him, but, you know, it hit the seats and it's a couple more runs for the Yankees. Aaron Judge has been phenomenal lately.
That just tied Baltimore for the lead in home runs.
He set it all up. We were calling that play.
But Paul, how did that ball get out? I mean, he just reached out.
Yeah, well, you know, when you're Aaron Judge, when you know you're 6'7", 280, whatever he is, and you've seen this pitch, see, this just hangs a little bit. And by not being that perfect pitch we were talking about, it gives Aaron Judge an opportunity to just make contact to the right part of the ballpark there in the seats in right field.
13th home run of the year, now 32 RBIs for Aaron Judge, and the Yankees add on. They lead 7-2.
Reeves Me says getting Taco Bell during the daytime feels unethical, which is why I'm going to use the Cantina chicken menu to help change his mind.
The chicken's great.
Well. Oh. Didn't you post this? Getting Taco Bell during the daytime feels unethical. Is it daytime or nighttime? Yes. So what do you think, Reeve? I mean, because plus the sun makes me think that your pants might be on fire. You get what I'm saying, right?
So I'm a liar.
Well.
The new Cantina chicken menu isn't just for late night.
Leo. Jake from State Farm.
You did it, buddy.
Well, you suggested bundling home and auto, you bundling bundler.
Who wanted that affordable price? Bundle and save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
If you're taking a trip with your friends, why pay for 4 hotel rooms to stay apart? When you could get one Airbnb and stay together.
Well, we are back. The crowd is buzzing after that Aaron Judge home run. Another look at the swing.
Anytime you see Aaron Judge get his arms extended and at any part of the barrel of the bat, look at the fans. They know where it's headed. To the right field.
We talked about it Friday, the low 3/4 arm angle. A tough at bat for any lefty.
Flash, how about our group text from Meredith? She was not too impressed with our instrument report. She said there's always room for growth. All right. Wow. See, he hit the good part of the bat. That's why this ball traveled to the seats.
Verdugo just stays inside that one, drives it the other way. Well, how is Meredith paying attention to what we're doing in here as she's doing the radio?
You know what?
Multitasking.
She's got closed caption on the screen or something in there. That's what it is.
So she can't hear us, but she can read what we're saying.
You know what? It's a yes person, always a yes person. She can't get yes off her mind, even though she's doing the radio today.
All right. And we'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton, 0 for 2, a fly out and a pop out.
You see Hill's delivery, I mean, much easier to see from the right side of the plate with that side armor. I don't know what he has to get Stanton out.
I don't know if he has enough, right? The sinker quickly ahead in the count, 0-2.
You see that drop-down delivery, that's really effective against lefties. But boy, you better get a lot of sink or a lot of cut on it if you're trying to get a right-hander out.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Trick Gibson, first base umpire, bangs him out.
He got Stanton to leave the strike zone, and that's by getting ahead. That was his opportunity. Never liked that one right there. They always punch you out with an attitude. Yeah, third base. It was third base in my case because I was left-handed.
It was Rizzo, fly ball to left field. Jelks had to make a little sprint at the end to make the play, but 2 outs.
Well, as you see Gleyber coming to the plate, I mean, he's had a couple great at-bats. You just hope that, you know, he doesn't lose focus of what he's doing and just have, you know, 3 or 4 good at-bats today. You know, you don't all of a sudden like, all right, we're ahead. I've got a couple hits. Now let's try to hit one out of the world. You know, continually have your good at-bats. Your home runs will come.
Let this happen. Gleyber's average now at .227, couple of home runs, 11 RBIs. A double and a single in this one. .346 over his last 7 games. And the 2-2 from Hill. And that misses up. And Paul, I was a guy who would get off to slow starts a lot and would have to kind of keep grinding as the year went on. And I used to set little goals, like if I could get to 250, right, then I can just get to 260. So it just doesn't seem so daunting, right? That, you know, at the end of the year, your numbers will be there, but you're not going to get it all back right away. Set little goals for yourself. Keep your focus like you were mentioning.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, when you look at where Gleyber wants to be at the end of the year, yeah, it just seems overwhelming. But if you take it week by week, month by month, you know, 3 for 10, 4 for 10, I mean, then it's doable.
Like these swings, though. These swings seem simple and right on time.
Gamesmanship going on here. Gleyber gets in, gets.
And we'll do it again. Hot shot.
Juan Soto does with 2 strikes. He kind of flattens that foot out, a little less movement. You saw Glaber right there with 2 strikes. No leg kick. Still quick enough to get to the baseball.
That was last year, all year long he did that. For some reason got away from it this year. Swing and a miss, so Hill wins that battle. But the Yankees add on in the bottom of the 5th inning. Aaron Judge, the captain, going the other way for a home run number 13. A 2-run shot that just got over the wall. 7-2 Bombers.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can start it with a splash. With a play date at a park. Or at a party with friends. Or at an epic water balloon fight. Gotcha!
Get a great lease on a new 2024 Grand Highlander all-wheel drive for just $499 a month, with the assurance that Toyota is a Kelley Blue Book best resale value.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
This MLB season, FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound. And command the road, as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Bob Lorenz with your Audi update. Mariners and Orioles in bottom of the 1st. Leadoff hitter Gunnar Henderson out to center field. His league-leading 15th homer of the season. Goes up 1-0, then up 3-1. Bottom of the 3rd. Ryan O'Hearn gets one of his own, 6th of the year. Orioles now lead the Mariners 5-1, bottom 6. Seattle coming to the Bronx for 4 on Monday, guys. Thank you very much, Bob. Yankees 7-2 on a Montefiore-Einstein scoreboard. Carlos Rodon back out for the 6th inning. Jimenez first pitch swinging, routine ground ball to Volpe. 1 down. Now we're going to take a look around the major leagues. Edwin Diaz, 3 blown saves, an ERA over 10 in his last 8. Chicago Cubs pitching, getting it done. Shohei Imanga, 5-0, and Julio Rodriguez with that .417 average. His last 6 games, he was a guy who got off to a slow start, but he's heating up.
Yeah, this Imanga, what a story. 5-0.
Yankees will go to Chicago, play at Wrigley against those Cubs later on. Be a good trip.
Yeah, when you go to Chicago and play at Wrigley Field, you can't help but think about old Harry Caray in the old days singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Change up, gets DeYoung out front behind an account 1-2, and Rodon looking to get through the 6th inning, which is what the Yankee starters have done recently. We go back to the 12th of the month. Luis Gil, 6 innings against Tampa. Rodon, 6 innings against the Twins. Stroman, 6 innings against Minnesota. There's another strikeout for Rodon. Clark Schmidt had his 8 innings against Minnesota. And now Rodon trying to get through 6 here. That was the 5th strikeout for the Yankees, brought to you by Audi and the 2024 Audi Q5. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Well, he got a good pitch right there. Strike 3. Again, I agree with you 100%, Flash. That this stuff has progressively gotten better. After the, kind of a slow start as far as velocity and location, and all of a sudden the breaking ball got sharp. The velocity went up. On a roll right now.
The guy usually is right around 100 pitches. And that'll be a 2-out base hit and extend the inning. see Rodon waving for the ball from Gleyber Torres, saying, listen, I want the ball. I want to finish this inning. Aaron Boone watching. Rodon saying, I got this. What do you think of Aaron Boone and his sunglasses?
He's got a bunch of them. I was in his office one day. He's got a whole line of them.
A little top gun look there?
Well, it's just, one of the perks of being the Yankee manager. He's got a lot to choose from.
Well, when your club has won 6 in a row, you can throw the shades on, right? Another look at Rodon. Give me the ball back. I want to finish this inning.
Yeah, let's hurry things up before anybody gets going.
98th pitch on the way at 98 miles an hour, so definitely at the point he's emptying the tank right here.
That's strong stuff, though, to be throwing 98 in the 6th. I mean, that's keeping your good fastball when you need it.
5 strikeouts already. Now 6. Carlos Rodon has gotten better as this game has moved on. He gets through 6 innings, gives up a couple of runs. We'll move to the bottom half.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can start your summer with a splash. Nailed it.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Arby's 2 for $5 chicken wraps come in your choice of ranch, honey mustard, barbecue, and a bonus flavor called Incredible Value. You can't taste it, but boy, is it sweet. Arby's, we have the meat.
For real? Listen, kickoff? Not on my watch. Ultima's fuel efficient VC turbo engine hustles like an MVP. Game on.
Drive the Nissan Altima. Now get a low $209 per month lease on the 2024 Nissan Altima.
It's 10 feet. One shot makes you a suit for 24 hours.
Waiting for the break of day. Getting up to splash my face. Wanting just to stay away. Should I try to do some more?
Time for our Audi Electric Moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local tri-state Audi dealer today. And this is back in 1998 when Benitez drilled Tino Martinez in the back. And things got awfully heated out on
a while. I mean, that ball smoked him right in the back.
See the highlight of that. These guys are mild-mannered. Dudes, but they did not.
Throwing haymakers.
Run.
Wow, that's I mean, in slow motion, you don't realize how He was pumped that he got it. Replay for 100%. We'll get it right.
Yeah, one down brings up John Birdie, a 3-run home run the other way. His first as a
They say a bloop and a blast. When they got his blast, we got a little bloop here. You could still run. And Birdie obviously
extended his hitting streak to 12 games with a double in the first. During this hitting streak, it's pretty much been like one a day, right? He hasn't really been red. Hot, just finding a way to pick up a knock. Every day. Swings through.
had the long hitting streak in San
27.
Yeah. And you got to admit.
Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn. When I got a hit in my 25th
Benito Santiago, he had a long
swing and a miss.
To start another one. It's just the way it was.
Soto, Yankees lead 7-2, 10 hits.
A 34-game hitting streak from the catchers. And you got to go up and try to hit. So, you know, a long
two-run home run from Aaron Judge.
Juan Soto. You just don't see that because, you know, he waits back so well.
misses in. Watch Juan Soto. He outwardly shows
it's just his personality there. Just he knows he's that good.
On the track of he continues to deep to right field.
This toddler's breakthrough, swimming across the pool, was made possible of Yale School of Medicine.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer. Beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Get a new Tundra or Tundra I-Force in a month.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
tomorrow on Yes, the Yankees homestand continues as the Bombers kick off. If you get Yes on TV, then you definitely get the Yes app. New pitcher Michael Tonkin.
A much better role, obviously. Every game you see, kind of his dominance.
Paul Aaron. Ball. There's going to be a lot of attention because of how your year
Stanton kind of having the same kind of off.
America's heroes need your help. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org. The Yankee bullpen coming into this game with a 2.54 ERA. That is first in the major leagues.
I think Aaron Boone has Tonkin in there hoping that, he can stay away from some of this guy. No day off. You've got the Mariners coming in for 4 games, which should be, close games. They've got good pitching. The bullpens will probably come much more into play.
Easy play for Volpe. There's no mystery why the Yankee bullpen has been as good as it's been. I mean, obviously very talented from top to bottom, but when your starters go out there and give you 6, day in and day out, it makes Aaron Boone's and Matt Blake's life so much easier.
Yeah, and started a few games ago with Clark Schmidt going 8. And then Nestor extended. It's just the starting pitching has been on a roll.
The staffs that you look out there rotation-wise, your number 5th starter, when you show up at the clubhouse that day, you're thinking, all right, if we can get 5 out of him, we're probably happy and it'll be a bullpen day, but not with this Yankee rotation. Tommy Pham behind in the count 0-2.
If you want to put numbers on the pitchers, I mean, coming out of spring training, Heel would have been your 5th, right? Just made the team as your 5th starter.
Yes.
And look at his numbers and his stuff. Not too shabby.
Struck out 14 yesterday.
That's all.
Yankee rookie record. Fastball just missed. Mendick will slide over to third.
You explain that one to me, because a lot of times I can't understand what a balk is and what isn't.
The only thing I can see, it didn't come set, could do a complete set. Didn't see a whole lot there, but we'll do it again. A 3-2 pitch. Tommy Pham pulls that foul. Ground ball to third. Birdie up with it. Low throw, but Anthony Rizzo able to stretch and complete the top of the 7th inning. As the White Sox strand a runner at third, and on just a beautiful Sunday afternoon at Yankee Stadium, we are going to stay for God Bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, you rise and remove your caps, and please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Marine Corps First Lieutenant David Shea from Washington Township, New Jersey, who served in the Korean War. The Yankees say thank you for your sacrifice and service to our nation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to sing along. with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
If you're taking a trip with your friends, why pay for 4 hotel rooms to stay apart? When you could get one Airbnb and stay together.
Together. Let's do it.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S. Rolaids dual active formula begins to neutralize acid on contact. Rolaids spells relief.
Well, if you want my 2 cents on interest rates, we got options.
My 2 cents. This one's priced to sell.
My 2 cents?
My 2 cents?
My 2 cents?
My 2 cents? My 2 cents?
Here's my 2 cents. I'm planning for the future. Interest plus interest equals more interest. Come on, you can do that.
Hi, Joan. Perfect timing. I have a few questions.
Let's look at your plan and see what makes sense for you.
Time for your Ford Studio Update. Bob and Jack with you in another afternoon where it seems like everybody in the offense is contributing.
Yeah, Bob, come to a Yankee game to see Judge or Soto, but stick around for those guys in the bottom of the order. There's 6, 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Yankees in today's game. 7 hits, 5 runs batted in, 5 runs scored. Both Trevino and Birdie have had big run-scoring hits.
Backing up Carlos Rodon, who was terrific through 6. We're going to talk about him and much more coming up on the postgame. Look forward to seeing you then, guys. Thank you very much, Bob and Jack. We'll hear from them in the postgame. I think Meredith is shifting over from the radio to do the postgame, too. Is that right? Working hard today as we look at our game summary. 7-2 Yankees. Rodon, very good through 6 innings. Flexen had to work a little bit, and the guys already talked about the bottom of the lineup who have gotten the job done this afternoon. As Jared Schuster takes over, it'll be his 7th game, 2.25 ERA. Aaron Judge with his 13th home run of the year, a 2-run shot going the other way as he hits this one well to center field. Pham drifting back right in front of the track makes the play.
Boy, if you're a pitcher and Aaron Judge, anytime he makes contact, you just kind of hold your breath. Is this one leaving the yard, or did he just miss it? It looked like it went just off the end of the bat. Look at the home run leaders. Well, Gunnar Henderson's off to a tremendous
What a start, huh? What a start. Opposite field in Baltimore last night when they moved those fences back. That's a tough home run going the other way.
That's a different ballpark.
Yeah. Well, the old Camden yards had to be built right in for you, huh? I mean, you'd love to hit the ball the other way, and you could reach those seats easy.
It was just a great hitter's park to start. There's no doubt about it. Oh, there's some music, Flash. Let's get into this.
We can't talk about Camden yards anymore. We got to go. This is a 9, Paul.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be a tough one.
It's old.
1,566 hits, 211 home runs, 5 World Series played for the Yankees, 54-62. You're going to have to earn this one.
Well, 5 World Series. All right. Probably all with the Yankees.
You always look for a little White Sox connection there.
Yeah.
Right? That's where you got to start thinking. I was told by our producer, Troy Benjamin. There's Stanton 0 for 3. Couple of fly balls and a strikeout.
You know, as soon as you said that, Flash, I used to remember every time in Chicago, this ex-Yankee would visit us in the clubhouse.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Yeah. And now I think I got it.
Yes, very good. 3-1 to Stanton. Fly ball to left field, maybe off the end of the bat a little bit. So a quick 1-2-3, 7th inning for Schuster. Yankees lead 7-2. Move on to the 8th.
When you share a hotel room with your kid, you also share a bedtime with your kid. But if you get an Airbnb, you get to pick your own bedtime.
Melody is sounding so much better. I can play it for you. Wait, where's your guitar?
I gave it to your cousin.
What? That guitar's like your favorite thing.
I don't need it anymore. Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
In an election year, our social media feeds can fill up with sensational claims and unfamiliar sources. And in the age of artificial intelligence, it's not hard to make a fake video look like the real deal. With so many tools, tactics, and motivations for spreading false content, we need to be on the lookout for bad actors looking to sway our votes. If you see a damaging post, image, or story about a candidate or issue, make sure to verify whether it's real or not before you share it. Falsehoods spread much faster than facts. Be informed, not misled.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Duncan back out there for a second inning of work. It'll be 2-3-4, Vaughn, Jimenez, DeYoung for the White Sox. Vaughn 0 for 3.
Flesh, what is it about Tonka? When I look at him, it's like he should be towing the slab in the 70s. He's just got that look that you're used to seeing old retro.
Fly ball to center field. Easy play for Judge. Is it the delivery? Is it the mustache? What is it?
I haven't figured. It's all the package. It just takes me back to the 70s.
Duncan to pitch for the Mets and the Twins this year, now settling in that Yankee bullpen.
Kind of a look-alike, too, Flash, to one of our co-members at Yes. Michael Webb.
Mike Webb.
Out on the hill. So if your expenses are a little behind, it's because Mike Webb had to pitch
He's
today.
busy getting some outs in the 7th.
That's right.
In the 8th. let's take a look at the stats again for Name That Yankee. 1,566 hits, 211 home runs, 5 World Series.
It's got to be Moose
Skowron. Moose.
Yes, he was always in the clubhouse in Chicago when we go visit.
Always had some great times with Moose, too, playing in Yogi Berra's golf outing. He would always be there for that.
Old Timers Day, he and Hank Bauer.
Yep.
I mean, they were walking together every step.
Popped up out of play. Now, I had a feeling that you and I working together for 3 games, by the end of the third, it was going to get a little wonky.
Yeah.
We were talking about Mike Webb out on the mound. Expense reports.
I know it's the third day, but is wonky, is that even a word?
It's the way I feel this thing's going right now.
You know, anytime, if you're wanting to remind of something good, just look at the scoreboard. Yankees up 72.
Trying to extend a winning streak to 7 games. Tonkin ahead in the count 0-2, a swing and a miss, so getting it done in the 7th and the 8th, and it'll be Rizzo when we come back.
Randy is not a big fan of cooking, but everyone loves his adobo chicken. Because with Goya Adobo, a simple shake is all it takes to add authentic, bold Latin flavor to get a 5-star review. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Let's begin, shall we?
Let's go!
This is Apple TV Plus, the streaming service with something for everyone.
Okay.
New releases every week. The highest quality movies and shows with no ads.
Here we go.
Messi! You can watch it on all the devices you already own.
Yes!
And you can share it with 5 of your closest friends and family. Start streaming now.
You're way shorter than I thought you'd be. There's a shirtless selfie of me by the dumbbells. Here I am. I do air drumming. I'm a competitive air drummer.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I forgot my wallet at home, so sugar mama.
Will you excuse me?
The Hyundai Tucson with advanced tech and safety features. There's joy in every journey. Lease an all-wheel drive Tucson for $229 a month, or get 3.99% APR, or up to $2,000 bonus cash. Hurry, offers end soon.
He's here. Anyone want a Coors Light?
Oh, shoot, I forgot to play the song. I got a guy who can fix this.
Randy is not a big fan of cooking, but everyone loves his adobo chicken. Because with Goya Adobo, a simple shake is all it takes to add authentic, bold Latin flavor to get a 5-star review. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Hey, fans, after the final out, get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and hear from Aaron Boone on the Manager's Report. Plus, a look ahead to the upcoming series with the Mariners. That's all coming up on the W.B. Mason Yankees postgame show. 41,041 fans here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon.
Been a good weekend for the crowd. The Yankees have played well, and they've shown up. Friday night, I think, was a sellout, right?
Yep. I saw that graphic with the bottom of the lineup for the Yankees, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Getting it done this afternoon. A look at the nice crowd on a beautiful Sunday. There's Rizzo going the other way again, just foul. It's been his approach this afternoon.
These last couple at bats against lefties, you know, you're trying to stay in there, and by doing that, keeping your front shoulder, sometimes, you know, you're just late, trying to fight it off.
Carlos Rodon hanging out in the Yankee dugout.
Don't you always like that? You know, pitchers that were part of the game, even when they weren't part of, you know, out of the game. Some guys would go in and ice, and you'd never see them until you walked into the clubhouse. Some guys like to be out there. David Cone was always good at being out on the bench. Daisy did pitch. Daisy didn't pitch. Always appreciate that from the pitcher.
Line drive, ball makes a play. And Rizzo really swinging the bat well today.
Well, you stand there, you're late on the fastball, and then you get one and you rip it. This happens to be somebody standing right there. But Anthony Rizzo kind of stood there. I don't know if he dropped the bat and like hit him in the ankle. You see Garrett Cole feels his pain.
Gleyber Torres having a good game, 2 for 3. If you're looking forward to that first game of the Seattle series, Marcus Stroman be out on the mound for the Yankees.
Well, the Yankees are getting Castillo one of those games. Which game is that? Is that the last game? I think it's a day game. Yeah, he's there. I mean, Castillo, you better show up ready to go. He's got great stuff. Remember, on the trade deadline a couple of years ago, there was a lot of rumors that he was coming here. Ended up going to Seattle.
And Seattle has good pitching, so the Yankees will be tested as Schuster gets a swing and a miss at Gleyber Torres. We're going to check out the T-Mobile coverage cam on this long drive off the bat of Jose Trevino.
Yeah, again, we talked about it. Just a tremendous play. Getting to the wall, bringing it back, taking a home run away from Trevino.
And the 2-0, that's in there for a strike. So you look at Trevino's offensive numbers, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. And he came into this game with 84 at-bats, so it's just some big-time production and limited opportunities.
Remember Trevino last year with a wrist injury, missed a lot of time, and you always wonder, hands and wrist, how are you going to swing the bat? And so far this year, he's really been good.
When you think back to spring.
Too far, man. How do you sleep at night?
Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
And this is our signature apartment. Well, great bones. What do you think?
Huh. Do you know what's surprising?
That I have 46 applications on this already?
No. The prizes you can win with the new scratch-off games from the New York Lottery.
That is surprising. And it comes with a bed.
Where's the bed?
Go.
Nothing surprises a New Yorker like new monthly scratch-off games from the New York Lottery.
And such friendly neighbors.
Play $10 million cash.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound. And command the road as well as what lies ahead. how we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. And by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicle of the New York Yankees. Tonkin back out for the third inning. Trying to close this one out.
You can't help it.
I can't.
Mike Webb out for 3 today. He's trying to bring it home for us.
Three more outs for the Yankees. It'll be an extended winning streak to 7 games. Sweep of the Chicago White Sox.
Nobody up in the bullpen, and so Tonkin could really do Aaron Boone a big favor by getting these last 9 outs, keeping that bullpen fresh for these next 4 games against Seattle.
New customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins.
2-2 on Corey Julks, who's having a good game. 2 for 3, a home run. Made a great play on Trevino out in left field to rob him of a home run.
Wow, that ball ran up and in. Julks has had a really good game. Obviously, you were talking about the home run and the stealing of a home run, but boy, that last pitch up and in, nothing you can do as a hitter.
Julks got traded from Houston, trying to make a good first impression on his new club, and he's definitely doing that this afternoon, spoiling some tough pitches. Rodon for 6, and Tonkin trying to finish this one up. Seven runs on 10 hits for the Yankees, 2 runs on 5 for the White Sox. Julks hanging in there. Corey Lee on deck, and Zach Remillard will face Tonkin in this inning.
Tonkin at 40 pitches right here. 48 is his season high.
And that fastball misses, so real good at that. And the White Sox left fielder. Well, it's a big season, so there are more reasons to say yes. Download the Yes app and stream games with a live stat overlay. Play along, win cash prizes, and earn Yes rewards to redeem for gift cards and gear. Download now, and remember that if you get the Yes app on TV, then you get the Yes app for free. We're going to get a little activity in that Yankee bullpen, as that is just out of the reach of Anthony Volpe. A single by Corey Lee, and the White Sox first and second, nobody out here in the ninth. There's the bullpen budget. You see Tonkin had not worked in a long time. Aaron Boone trying to extend him. The pitching coach, Matt Blake, will come out and have a talk. Give Clay Holmes a little bit of time to get his arm loose.
Yeah, things happen quick, Flash, and if you got Clay Holmes up, it's an emergency where, you want to give him time to be ready, because the last thing you want to do is, get caught in between where you can't close this thing out,
First and second, nobody out. Zach Remillard had a triple in the second and an RBI. Squares around the bunt, bunts it fouled.
Well, not a bad play there. I mean, when you're down 5 runs, it's all about continually to get base runners to try to get that tying run to the plate. Now to steal a hit by drag bunt.
Good slider there, Tonkin. That sinker-slider combination. Try to run the sinker in on the hands of a righty, the slider down and away.
Yeah, if you got a good sinker, you can keep them on the ground and try to get a chance for a double play.
Trevino tried to bring that back down to the strike zone, didn't get the call. Fifth pitch on the way, and the slider misses off. Now Gonzalez throwing alongside of Holmes. And the 2-2 misses.
Well, you almost get the feeling that Tonkin, in his third inning of work, is starting to hit the end of his leash, where his ball not sinking as much, slider not the ability to throw the strikes. Done a great job. And Aaron Boone 6 outs at this point.
Whatever it is here, the two-seamer or the slider, it's got to be thrown for a strike. Stay away from the free passes. And he gets a swing and a miss on the sinker. Trevino the throw behind. Does not get Lee, but the Yankees pick up the first out here in the ninth.
It's amazing to me on the 3-2 pitch. This is a called play. Trevino knows in front of his knee. You see Anthony Rizzo sneaking in behind. That'd be hard as a catcher, Flash, to have a play on a 3-2 pitch, huh?
Yeah, I always felt like if I was feeling good about my throwing game, I would put some plays on, and that just tells you how good Trevino is feeling about his game right now. Again, Jose goes out in front of home plate as Danny Mendick steps up to the plate. Because Trevino going out in front of home plate was just giving that man, the manager of the Yankees, a little bit more time before he's going to make a pitching change, and it's looked like he just called for Clay Holmes, the closer of the New York Yankees. So Tonkin was able to give Aaron Boone 7 outs in this one, but it's going to be Clay Holmes trying to finish it up. Yankees lead 7-2.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Get a new Tundra or Tundra iForce Max with 1.99% APR for 48 months, plus $1,000 TFS subvention APR cash. Or lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $499 a month.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, Mel. Is now good for a quick catch-up on your plan?
Yes, now's great.
Finance now or refinance later. Here are 10 tips to make your home.
Needless to say, your money could be working so much harder.
Yes, I'm thinking more long-term.
Interest rates will remain at current levels.
Great. We'll make that change to your plan and adjust as needed.
This helps a lot.
Bye, Mel.
Bye.
Choose to go to the moon.
Still on its way to orbit.
Oh, it's beautiful. It really is.
Well, it is time for StatCast 3D by Google Cloud. We're going to look at the 2 home runs that were hit today. John Birdie and his 96.6 miles per hour, 366 feet. Aaron Judge followed it up with 98.9 and 339 feet for his 13th home run of the year. I got to believe that's going to be the shortest home run for Aaron Judge this year. 339 feet.
Yeah, a couple he's hit recently, 470, 440, whatever it was. You see Clay Holmes. One stat that just shoots out at you is that ERA still at 0.
Well, we know with his turbo sinker, gets a lot of ground balls, over 67% on the ground. We'll have a pinch hitter here, Gavin Sheets. We've seen him in this series, very aggressive early in the count. Three home runs, 12 RBIs in his 40 games.
That's the thing that Holmes has really added is that slider and the bigger curveball. But boy, he's always had the great sinker. But when you can mix that breaking ball in for strikes.
Line drive to Volpe. That's all they'll get. Second out. Well, Holmes threw Friday night through 18 pitches. Did not work yesterday.
Well, you talk about a hard at bat. Sheets a pinch hit off Holmes, and he hit a line drive. Happened to be right at Volpe.
Well, here's Andrew Benintendi. He will pinch hit for Maldonado. And the Yankees 1 out away from a 3-game sweep of the White Sox. A 7-game winning streak. And this should do it. Ground ball to Volpe. He will take it himself. And there it is, a 7-2 victory for the Yankees, 7 wins in a row, and a 3-game sweep of the Chicago White Sox.
Well, the Yankees, they showed up. I mean, they did what they were supposed to do against a team that's really struggling.
Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Start spreading the news.
We bring heirloom corn products.
I'm leaving today.
I chose my Smart Cash Plus card.
I want to be part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps and find I'm #1, top of the list, king of the hill, #1. town blues. Oh, melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, oh, start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. in a city that never sleeps, and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you.